Hey guys, it's Mari. I'm here today with the art journal process, and you can see that I've just done kind of a little very rough sketch of kind of the idea of what I wanted to do in my Dilutions journal today. I'm working on the right side of my journal, and I'm going to start off with taking my Prima silicone brush here, and I'm just going to apply some gesso. I'm using some opaque gesso here, and I'm just going to put it down roughly. I'm not too concerned about its placement or how thick it is, etc. I did know that I wanted to use I'm going to use some magenta nuance powders today, and I knew that I was going to have to use a fair bit of water. So I wanted to make sure that I just got some of the area of the paper well primed for the application of that process. So what I'm going to do when I start out here, once my gesso dries, is I'm going to draw the South American continent, and well, you're going to see it's not perfect. It seriously is not perfect. Sorry about that, South America. I just want to make sure that I apologize because to all of the countries in the continent of South America, this is not a perfect rendition. Anyways, I think you can kind of tell that that's what it is. Now, if you've never used any kind of product like this before, it's super fun to use, and the pigments are so gorgeous. So what I did was I just sprayed the area that I'm going to be putting the powder down onto with a bit of water, and like not tons of water, but you can definitely see that there's some beads of water on there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just continue to put down some green, some yellow, some red, and some orange in the area that is the continent, or the land area for the continent of South America. Now I am actually going to be journaling about the Olympics. And you can probably hear in the background that I have my TV on and I have the Olympics on. I've had the Olympics on since they started last Friday. And I'm like this every time. It doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. With the Olympics, I love watching them. And I actually get pretty animated when the Canadians are swimming in the pool or whatever, and I'm cheering them on, and it's just a lot of fun. The Summer Olympics are not Canada's forte. We are a small country of about 30 million people. Not a ton of people, obviously. We don't excel in the Summer Olympics. The Winter Olympics are really our thing because we're in the Northern Hemisphere and we get mostly winter here in Canada. But we still get out there. We have a ton of really successful summer athletes, and it is so much fun watching them, and they are so classy. So that is what I am journaling here about. So we'll get to that here in a minute. So I've created that watercolory area there with my magenta colors, and now I'm just going to take the lids of my Dilutions paints, and I'm just going to create the Olympic rings here. I don't know if I have the colors right. I was just going by the inspiration piece here to show you to put the rings on there as they were in that inspiration piece. And so all I did was I just took my Dilutions lids and just put a little bit of paint on there, and I'm just creating those circles in that way. So yes, this was fun. I enjoyed this. I love those Dilutions paints, by the way. They're awesome. So, this is the project's going to come together really quickly. I didn't do a ton of detail with my project today. I knew what I wanted to do. I had my little sketch drawn out, and I had a good idea of how I wanted it to come together, and it was really simple, and it did not take me long to do. So yes, my hands get really covered with paint here. I often, when I'm working in my art journal, will wear gloves. I don't always when I videotape, just because it looks kind of weird. But I do have some pretty bad allergies to different things, and it does bother my skin, but I just didn't wear gloves today. And so now I'm just going to you can see that I used some stamps to spell out Rio there, and that was just a Tim Holtz alphabet set. And now I'm just taking this Stampin' Up! Stamp set. I'm just putting that little kind of like a globe, sketchy globe there, and I'm going to spell out 2016, the numbers 2016 there. Still going with the colors of Brazil, the green and yellow. I tried to use a fair bit of green and yellow on here just to, in honor of the host country. And now what I'm going to do is just kind of fiddle around with a few other little embellishments to kind of jazz it up a little bit. I don't end up using that pineapple, although there was a pineapple in the inspiration piece, but I just thought that it was kind of out of place. I went into my stash. I found a bunch of odds and ends that I might use on my journal today. I thought maybe those glasses would look cool there, but then I was like, I don't really know how that relates to what I'm doing. So I decided to leave them off, and I did staple that beautiful acetate piece down there just because I thought that was cool. Rio is beautiful. Wow, Brazil is such a beautiful country, and I wish I could go there someday. It's definitely on my bucket list. So I just put these sequins down, these large gold sequins in a couple of different areas, and now I'm just going to do some journaling, and you'll see that in a couple seconds here. And then that's going to be it, guys. That'll be it for my journal process today. So thanks so much for joining me. I had so much fun doing this. As always, if you haven't art journaled yet, you should try it. You would love it. It's so much fun. It's a great stress reliever, and it is just, I just find that it's a blast. Okay, guys, I'll see you another time. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.